Well, hi. Hey guys. I wanted to pop in and give you a little gift today in the form of a question that I hope will really expand your mind and give you something to dream into and think about as we move into this week ahead, as you move through your work and your life. um, so, welcome to spring. It's springtime where I am here in Virginia. And it's also the start of Q2, quarter two, which began with April 1st. Today's the 5th. And it's also the start-ish of the new astrological year. So we just started a new moon in Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac, if you're a zodiac follower, as I am. And all of this newness, there's this real energy of newness. And so it's not, the start of a new year, but it has that flavor, like the vibe. That's a vibe right now. I also think that we are in a moment where we're feeling kind of in the thick of things, right? In the thick of work, because it's March or it's April. And for most of us, like, we are doing the things. We are getting shit done right now. So it's an opportunity to pause and look ahead at what we want to create, but it is also a time to manage what's like currently flowing and moving in our world. And it's a lot, right? It's a lot. We've had, especially with, I think everyone's attention turned to the war in Ukraine. It's hard in a way to think about dreaming really big, ambitious dreams. And we're in year 2+ of the pandemic, with lots of course, mixed feelings about what that means and new variants and all that stuff. So anyway, I acknowledge that this is a time when there's a surge of energy to go do something, set an intention for the quarter ahead, set intention for the moon cycle ahead, if that's your vibe. Set intentions, start new projects, like get going. There's a real get going energy. And at the same time, there is a real push from life. I think it feels heavy. It feels like, look, I don't really want to go kick ass and climb a mountain just to climb a mountain. So when you're in a place like this, which you're probably in a place like this a lot, right? You're ambitious, but you also have a family, you have friends, you have responsibilities, you have a lot on your plate. It is a natural desire in all of us to grow and expand and transform, to iterate and evolve. And at the same time, when that desire to transform and evolve, to create something new, whether that's more money in your business or the same amount of money that you did last year, but in a way that feels easier and more efficient, or to finally hire the help that you've been needing to hire, or to start a new marketing campaign because you really want to get your stuff out there, or to begin working on your speaking or a book or whatever creative project is in your heart, or just to carve out time for yourself in a very busy life and world. Whatever it is that you're wanting to begin, there can be a real push-pull energy about the sort of in this greater context, right? And then also in your day-to-day life is just full. And when life is full, there is a tension that is created by the desire to add something else in when you may be feeling tired and depleted. So, right, how this is. I know personally how this is. Oh, hi, Christina. I know you will appreciate this too. So for me, this is like, I have a baby at home. I have a lot of ambition, a lot of professional ambition. I have projects that I'm actively creating and birthing and working on. And the cadence that I am working on them with has changed dramatically in the last 10 months. And before that, even when I was pregnant. And, It's because when life is full like this, when life is rich like this, it's very easy for it to become heavy and cloying and kind of drag you down and make you feel like having ambition is just a grind. And so you can pursue what you want, but it's going to happen in a grindy, hustly, heavy effort way. What I want you to invite yourself to do, and what I invite you to do in this season of newness and fresh beginnings, is to approach it a little differently and to set yourself up for a different kind of success than you may have experienced before. To actually feel that you can be a fire starter, you can be someone who is pursuing your biggest truths and your most important projects from an energy of, there is nothing I need to do. There is nothing I need to do. There's nowhere I must get to because I have already arrived. So I asked this question in the women's circle that I hosted this past weekend, and I want to ask you too. How is it true that you have already arrived? Whatever that means to you. How is it true? And when that answer comes to you, then I invite you to take it a step further and say, given that it is true that I have already arrived, what do I choose to move toward or cultivate or create with intentionality and purpose because it lights me up, because it would be an awesome bonus, because it would feel great? And great is a word I'm using deliberately because good is often what would feel good can sometimes not take us big enough to say what would feel great. And not great in a defeating way, but great as in the step beyond good, as in I am already good enough. It's all, maybe not all good right now, but what I have is good. Who I am is good. So what would the greatness be if I were to step into what feels great? And as you think about that, this can really be just an area that you let yourself dream into a little bit this week. It is different to think about setting goals or intentions or pointing your arrow toward a creative project and pursuing it from a place of sufficiency, meaning I have not only everything I need to achieve this goal, but I don't even need to achieve the goal. Like if I achieve the goal, cool. It's a cherry on top of what is already an abundant, fulfilling, meaningful life. And maybe the thing that you're wanting to pursue is just the spaciousness to experience more of what already is your abundant and meaningful life. And so the pursuit of creation can actually look like destruction, meaning what you want to create in this new fresh start era is space, is the removal of things to create space for yourself to breathe, to feel, to flow, to relax, to enjoy. And that would feel great. So those are my thoughts for you. I would love to hear if this resonates for you. If you already tend to set goals and pursue your projects from a place of, I need for nothing. I have nothing to prove. Of course I'm already good enough. Of course. Or in my saying that, can you think of something you've been pursuing that you're pursuing from the energy of, I need to prove something. I need to get somewhere so that I'm okay, versus I am okay. That is why I'm in pursuit of this thing. Let me know if that resonates. I hope it gives you something cool to think about this week as you begin your quarter, your moon cycle, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you next time.